Oh my gosh. Okay, it was so weird. I had this song in my head all night while I was working. All night. I played it in my head all night. And then on the way home, it played on my Spotify. And I thought, what the fuck are the odds that just played? Because it was in my head all day. What up, everybody? We're going to do a reading right now. And with these late night readings, just remember, it's always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay. Somebody might be like listening to songs. Songs might be, I mean, my God, songs that channel so much energy. Those artists that write those songs, oh my God. Of course, Devil shows up. 12th house. Huh! And Mars. This, I don't like that. You know, I was listening to this, I mixed up my Spotify. I was listening to this Slain song. It's called Chasing Ghosts. And in the song, he says he's been sober for 6 years. And I think he's now been sober for like 13 years or 12 years or something like that. I'm like, oh my God, that's a long time ago. 6, 7 years. So there's definitely like a period of time, I feel like, that has gone by. And like, it's possible that somebody's been hiding their desires, isolating them. Because with Capricorn, it's like they might overindulge. So they keep their desires at like an, you know, farther than an arm's length. So then they can never touch them because they don't trust themselves with things that they desire. Because they get, maybe they could get like addictions or something. They could have an addiction problem. It's like a lot of masculine energy. So they keep themselves like, you know, away from things that they can get a little bit out of control with. Okay, so give me this 12th house. Conspiracy theories, and the time is up. So maybe it's time to stop theorizing everything and make action possible with the Mars energy. Okay, give me Capricorn. The path. Lightning, Uranus. Whoa. And then that's the, okay. So there is, oh my God, there's no fucking way you guys can see that. I'll have to hold it like way down here. There's the path. Kind of hard to see. Okay, but that's this Capricorn energy. So there's a new path that's coming. Okay, and it's coming quick. Uranus energy. Look at that lightning. Lightning, when lightning strikes, boom. Fucking strikes. It strikes. Okay, so there's this. Okay, give me this alert. What's this alert? Third party in reverse with trapped in reverse. Oh my God. I'm getting chasing ghosts. all the ones we love the most. These ghosts could be these demons. Chasing demons around, chasing ghosts around, chasing the, what's that called? Chasing the dragon. Third party interference in reverse, though, because like I don't feel like the devil has anything to fucking do with this anymore. I think the devil was the third party. I think the devil was the problem. Once you put the devil, once you lock him up, you don't give him power anymore because the time is up and it's done. You're done theorizing what happens when the devil's around. You know what happens when the devil comes around. So now it's like you got to trust yourself. There's money. Scissors. No. And crash. That's a car crash. That's a Manson song. And a car crash away, just a car crash away. Fucking Manson is so creepy. I'm getting him right now. Something's creepy. Maybe this devil does not want you to cut him out of your life. But it's almost like somebody has to test it now. Like somebody's ready. It would be like if you stopped drinking and then you went to like a fucking, like a party. Sober. Right? You eventually have to, go out in public. Eventually. Sober. Not just trapped in this box all alone. Like you can't do anything because you don't trust yourself. So it's almost like, I don't know if the devil has been just following somebody around for just a little too long. We've been getting this a lot, like these demons following people around just for a little too long, and they're not welcome anymore. The voodoo doll in reverse. With this third party interference. And then that Phil Collins song. It was a Phil Collins song that was in my head for like 5 hours straight. And it's called In Too Deep. It's actually Genesis. It's not Phil Collins, it's Genesis. Someone's in too deep. And it's about a relationship that he has to walk away from because he can't do it anymore. He has to leave her behind. And like, that's the devil. Like when you don't need the devil as a crutch anymore, you leave him behind. He's no good for you anymore. He doesn't tempt you anymore. He's not your flavor anymore. Suppressed emotions. Again, I don't know why. I'm just so used to just putting it right up to the camera and it's fucking pitch black in here. So suppressed emotions, like someone's definitely been holding themselves back, from possibly letting the devil go. Letting their emotions go. Maybe the devil's like, you can't tell people how you feel about them. They're gonna make you look stupid if you tell them that you love them. They're gonna make you look dumb if you say this. It's like, if somebody cut you down after you told them how you felt about them, I would say in general that's a red flag and to walk away. But that would be just me. Hearth and Home. And the Weeping Willow in reverse. It's like someone's getting out of their house and they're not going to be fucking worried about it anymore because they're out of this prison. They're transitioning out of this prison. They're going to take their life by the reins and go for what they want, and to not be scared that this devil is going to take it away from them, or like the devil is you know, because the devil will tempt you to do things. And if you don't have your temptation on lock, like if you don't know what you want, and that's simply by not knowing what you want. If you know what you want, you really can't be tempted out of it because you know what you want. Someone's not, if you're walking down this path and it says it's a cedar path and you love cedars, and then this path that opens up and like, you know, you can go somewhere else and explore oak trees, and you're like, fuck oak trees. I don't like oak trees. I like cedar. But then somebody else is on the oak road and you're like, okay, well, maybe I'll go walk over there. If you like fucking cedar, you stay in cedar. You don't go somewhere else because you know what you want now. You know what you like. I don't know why I had to say that in trees. Apparently the Ents are with me, but anyways, the ancient ones, there's an eye. It's almost like, I feel like the devil sees everything you do. And I just heard he's proud of you. That's not really lingo for the devil, but the devil is just an energy. If you withstand his temptations, I would imagine, like anybody else, they'd be like, I'm impressed. You know, not a lot of people stand up against me. Not a lot of people can keep it in their pants. Not a lot of people, you know, can put the keys down and take that cab over there, right? And you can. Somehow you can. It's not fucking rocket science. You know what I mean? You don't let third parties interfere with your life. And now the devil's like, damn, how'd you do that? I almost feel like it's double Capricorn, like double demons. Oh, that's all I heard was double demons. Double Dutch demons. And then with this assertive Aries energy ending it like, I'm going to leave you behind. You're going to stay there and I'm going to go over here now and you're not coming. And there is, oh man, my sister and I, we drove to go eat these wicked fucking burgers that this guy makes on the side of the road. And we hadn't been there for a couple years. And the guy has his business up for sale. I'm like, oh my God, I think the fucking man died. So we ended up rerouting and ending in this town. I didn't even fucking know what town it was. I've been there so many times. And like, I just, you know, when spirit leads you somewhere, I don't always look at the township where I'm at. Like, I know what highway I'm on. I know how to get home. I don't really care anything else. I don't know. I'm an easy traveler. I don't know how it works, but I just don't fucking care where I end up sometimes. It's the experience of where I'm at, you know? Because I'm in my body. So I kept going to this town and I never fucking knew what it was because I never paid attention to where I was going because I didn't care. And then it's almost like I wasn't putting two and two together. Like I knew where I was going, but I didn't realize it was where this person lived. But I know that that's where that person lived. But I'm almost thinking that like, it can't be this, you know, township. It's got to be another township. It's not another fucking township. It's that goddamn township. But I don't know where my head is sometimes. I think it is just the fact that I just don't care. So I don't really put the Sherlock Holmes pieces of the puzzle together because I don't give a fuck. Okay. So I ended up in this goddamn town the other day and it's where my sister's ex-boyfriend lives. And my sister, this guy, I never liked him. There was something about him. I always cringed when he was around. He was really abusive. He was catty. He was bitchy. He was a woman. My sister had to chase him around. It was fucking awful. He was a drama queen. So I never really liked him. But I knew how much she liked him. So I always tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. I always tried to like him. And we ended up in this motherfucker's township, like where he grew up, born and raised. Okay. And I end up driving by his fucking mother's house. Honestly, my sister was like, that's his mom's street. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know what spirit does with me sometimes when I'm behind the wheel. I just drive places and where I end up is absolutely sometimes incredible. I don't know where I end up in these places because I let spirit take the wheel. I'm like, wherever spirit wants to go, I just drive. I don't care. I'm not scared of getting lost. I just don't care. So when we drove by his fucking mother's house, my sister, it took her like 4 or 5 days to finally realize that in the 22 years or something like that, they've been broken up. He's been doing active witchcraft. So he's been doing something by keeping my sister some type of like slave in his head of like a woman to take care of him. He was doing something. I'm not really sure what it is. I don't really know the magic that people do because of what they harness. It's so evil, and it's like, it's to trap people. Really, it's to trap. And he had her, you know, trapped in his mind, and that's been stunting her growth because she's trapped in this man's mind, and he's acting like he cares about her, but in 3D doesn't give a shit. Like, if there are exes out there that you still have a connection with in some way, like you have nightmares about them or you see them a lot, there could be some type of craft that they're doing in their heads, and maybe they don't even know it. That's the thing, is I don't know if this person is consciously aware of what he was doing to my sister, but that's the thing. When you constantly think about people, when you constantly have people on your mind, it will fuck with that other person because they'll start to think about you, you know, like they'll have times of their day where you'll come to their head because you're concentrating on them so much that you're now going to start appearing in their minds, right? It's like a projection. It's how telepathy works, right? You project something onto somebody, eventually they're going to pick up that energy, right? Because you're concentrating it on them, especially like if you feel like somebody's lying and you keep pressuring them into lying, and if you're not saying anything, you're doing it kind of under your breath, you're doing it passive aggressively, you're almost destined for a breakup because that person will feel your energy and feel how much you're pestering them, and they'll slowly start to despise you because of it, right? We will start to despise the people around us if they're abusing us in other dimensions, even if it's under their breath, even if it's in their heads and they're looking at you and they're scoffing at you. We will eventually begin to reject them, and we might not even know why we're doing it, because our soul is consciously aware of it, but our mind is not, right? Because they're the hierarchy, you know, your soul is the hierarchy. It knows what's happening. You're just the vessel. So a lot of times that is a miscommunication. You'll feel it in your body that something is wrong with that person, but you might not be able to put 2 and 2 together as to why you're feeling a certain way that you are when you look at them, because they're projecting something onto you and it's hurting you. It's attacking you, right? Because people are so malicious in their minds, right? And they hold back so much. Maybe they're the ones suppressing the emotions and they're pressing them onto you and they're pushing them onto you. Maybe that's what that 12th house is. They're imprisoning you and how they feel about you, how they project their feelings onto you is locking somebody up, possibly in a mental prison, right? Maybe they've locked you out altogether. Maybe that's what the hearth is home. You know, like they're not letting you in the house anymore. They're not letting you around anymore. They cut you out. And it's almost like you're not even sad about it anymore because you knew it was going to happen because they constantly fuck with you. And with the witchcraft, it's almost like they're constantly doing things. You might feel like shoots of like pain in your body sometimes. That could be them, picturing stabbing you or picturing torturing you or hurting you in some way. You might feel that in your vessel because, again, it's the projection. Like, I don't know how you're feeling it because I don't understand really how it all works. I know that the best way that Spirit has described connection to me is the way that it's described in Avatar. You know how they have their little tails and their tails connect to other tails, right? And it's like they're like gooey things on the inside. It's like all their DNA and membranes. It's like it connects to their vessel. It's almost like that tail is a direct connection to their soul because the Avatar people are much more consciously aware of mother and nature and how everything is connected, right? So humans are not really as connected as what these avatars are, which symbolize your spirit. Okay, it's a symbolization of your spirit, right? That's why the humans go to sleep and wake up in their avatars. That's a lot of what scientists are starting to figure out, is like our dream state is an actual conscious dimension. Yes, we're sleeping and it seems like it's subconscious, but we're actually alive in our dreams. We're awake in our dreams. That's why they say you shouldn't die in your dreams, because if you die in your dreams, you die in real life. And it's actually a fact of like, that's why a lot of people, they'll wake up just before they die. I have I believe died in my dreams a couple of times, but I got brought back to life somehow. It was weird. It was almost like I was taken out right as I seemed to take my last breath, but because I woke up here, I was alive. You know, I was brought back to life in some way, something like that. Okay, so there could be something going on with like the dreams or something. They could be attacking you in some way. Okay, they're definitely, the devil's got his eye on you. And like I said, he is impressed with how you resist him. Okay, it doesn't really seem like he can pull a fast one on you, but there's something he's attached to still that you now are almost like, oh my God, I don't know why I keep doing this. You are now almost getting the go, go, go vibe. Like I finally feel like you can get away from this disease, okay, that's been camouflaging in your life for a very long time and changing you into a different person. Okay, when the devil can't play tricks on you anymore and pull your little strings, right? You get rid of the disease. And sometimes the disease is attached to things that the devil can get into. And that's why it's like, you know, if you've been sober, say you're Slain, you've been sober fucking 13 years, you might now be able to have a drink and not go overboard. And you might even realize that you don't even like alcohol anymore, right? There's definitely like spirit is saying, or like maybe, I don't know, maybe you smoked for 20 years and you gave it up for 10 and now you want to smoke again. I don't know. I'm not necessarily saying to hurt yourself, but I feel like there's something that in moderation, controlled, you know, like somebody can do something again and they're so scared that it's going to lead them in a bad direction. But always try to remember, if there's something that you kicked the bucket to a long time ago and you're a completely different person now, like you have money now, or you've got a steady job and income and a family around you, you know, like, I mean, because I stopped drinking for years. Like oh my God, I didn't drink for probably like 5 years or something like that. And now, like, it's funny because like I'll have one drink and it's such a different feeling than before. Like, I don't have any pressure to get drunk anymore. I don't really want to. And even if I get a drink, for the most part, my sister shares it with me because I'll never finish it. I don't really eat or drink much, so I don't overindulge anymore. And like, I don't want to. Before, like, when I can sit and think about how much I used to drink and how much I used to party and the way that my life was back then, I don't think I could do that now if I tried. Like, if I tried to drink what I used to, I would fucking barf in seconds, okay? Like, I don't know where Frank the Tank came from, but like, I'm really glad he's gone, because I never processed alcohol well. I always got sick off it, like massively sick, not just a little bit sick, like massively sick. And yet the next week I was drinking again. I never really knew what I was doing. So now, again, like one drink and I'm good. Like I said, I probably won't even finish it. Like 1 ounce of liquor in a 20-ounce glass is still too much liquor for me. I have to tone it down. I can do like half a shot in a drink, maybe 3/4 of a shot, but I never really liked alcohol. That's why when I get, you know, super tense, or I just decide, you know what, I want to have some fun, so I'm going to have one drink, it really excites me. You know, it really, like, because now I'm like, man, I can enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it then because I was in haze, you know, I was in hatred. I connected to the devil. I was in a very dark place. I had no idea what Whitney was doing. I had no idea if I was going to survive. I had no idea if I was alive or dead. I had no idea what was going on. Now I do. I'm consciously aware of my life now. So the devil can fucking suck my clit. Honest to God, that fucking stupid little douchebag can't hold a candle over me now. It's hilarious. I see him in people. I see him in exes. I see him in fucking bars. I see the devil everywhere. And I look at him and I laugh. The devil jumped into a man the other day and chased me around a grocery store. And I had to laugh about it. My sister was a little scarred by it, but I was fine. It's either she gets scarred or I get scarred. We both don't seem to get scarred in the same situation. So I didn't get scarred, but she did. And she still remembers, but I'm like, I don't really give a fuck because like I've dealt with these old ass demons for so long. I don't give a fuck who they jump into now. You're not going to get me backed in a corner, vulnerable and praying for God anymore. I'm already there, bitch. You're going to back up. You're going to step aside. And I don't even got to do nothing. You're just going to do it because I'm unpredictable as fuck. And I love that. I love that people think I'm crazy. I've never hit a person in my life. I have never, ever sacrificed my knuckles to hit somebody. I'm not going to hurt myself to hurt somebody else. Okay. I've never hit anybody in my life. People think I'm fucking crazy. And I think that that's hilarious. I will keep that craziness. I will keep that fucking persona going. Because I want them to think I'm crazy. I want them to think I'm loco and that I might lose it or lose my gasket or pull a little rage fit. Go ahead, think that way. And then back the fuck up and leave me alone, right? Because whatever these people are doing, it's now like, I think you have a lot more power in you than what you did before. And it's good to question that power. It's good to question, if I have a drink, what's going to happen? It's good to question that because you're already ahead of who you were back then, right? So the answer or the end of the equation of if you try it again, I can almost guarantee you it's going to go a different way than what it did in the past because you're not the same person, right? So like, it's almost like, let the devil tempt you. Let the devil walk up to you. Let him, and then make him proud when you walk away. Because he'll make it seem like he's angry and, oh, I'm so angry. I'm the devil. I can be angry at you. But at the same time, remember when I said he's got a little bit of respect for you because of how much you fucking don't back down to him, right? Because if you think about it, like how many people held that superiority over you and like felt good about it. Okay, there's people that are massively in their ego that would make people below them. It would make them feel good to have people below them. But at the same time, do you want an ass kisser? Do you want somebody jumped up your ass so fucking bad that they're brown nosing at this point in time because they love you so much and they'll do everything you say? Like that's going to get boring, right? It's going to get boring. So to stand up to the devil and say no, it's kind of like, who the fuck is that? That person said no to me, right? It gets somebody's attention for you to say no because they're used to everybody saying yes. Okay, so whatever this is, it's a lot different than in the past. It's not the same because you're not the same. R.I.P. motherfucker. Okay, death over life. That's a transition. Like somebody chose death over life. They chose transition. So whatever whoever's watching, whoever is trying to tempt you, whoever has got their eye on you, it doesn't fucking matter. They can watch all they want. It ain't going to get you to move from your spot. And like money could be the tempt, like they could think that they can offer you money and it's going to be like, seriously, that's what you want to offer me? No. Okay, there's something compass that is not, and then there's fear. Okay, there's definitely somebody that's, I think, getting away from this false evidence appearing real, which is this false devil appearing real. Like you're the one with the problem. No, you're not anything. You now don't have the problem attached to you, which is the devil. Alcohol is not the problem. Okay. Drugs weren't the problem. It was what you were around. It was what you hadn't healed yet. It was your environment. It was the product of, I don't know, your whole fucking life, right? That's different now. If you've healed that, then you're not going to be drinking to forget about your past. You're not going to be drinking because you had a bad day at work. Now you're like, okay, I'm going to have a drink because like I had a really great day and like now I want to have a drink. And then I'm going to stop it there because you're going to get all giggly after one drink. And then it doesn't matter how big you are, you know, sober is sober and alcohol is alcohol. Okay. It'll still hit you. And it's almost like microdosing. You know, when we talked about microdosing with alcohol, it's somebody was like, how can you microdose with alcohol? It's not necessarily microdosing with alcohol, but it's allowing alcohol to get into your system for beneficial reasons, like a hottie toddy, as opposed to let's get wasted and blackout drunk. Okay. Like I said, a little bit of alcohol, it probably won't even show up on your fucking in your blood, for fuck's sakes. Okay. And a little bit, and it can warm your blood up. It can help you metabolize. Like alcohol used properly, it can help kill a lot of the tapeworms and stomach worms that people get, a lot of parasites. Like alcohol can remove parasites. So if used properly, then it can be very beneficial to somebody. Okay. So to think that it's, you know, gonna be the same road, it's almost impossible unless you went back into time and completely undid everything that you've just done to yourself and then go back into the closet before you opened up anything. It's like, it wouldn't happen. So it is somebody's paranoia, you know, like it is somebody's like illusion that they can't enjoy something again without it ruining their life. Look at that. There's the human and the spirit. So I do feel like somebody is definitely reaching out to spirit. Like you are connected with spirit. You're connected to your guides. You're connected to the higher. And whatever this devil is, fuck him. Leave him on the ground. Don't pay attention to him anymore. The more you pay attention to him, the more he comes around, the more he fucks with you. The less you give him, the less you pay attention to him, the less you fucking put him on a pedestal as if he runs your life, the less he's going to. But, you know, if you don't really know how to control the things around you, then, yeah, substance abuse can fucking take you down. There's the turtle. I mean, it's something that is slow, you know, like to get rid of a third party and to get your control back, to get back into the driver's seat, it takes time. There is a period of kind of just going with the flow, going with your emotions, going with what seizes the day that day. And if you're angry or mad, then be angry and mad, you know, like don't hold it in. Allow yourself to release the things that you harbor inside. And again, then you won't use alcohol if you let it out. I mean, you know what? I was having a really bad morning the other day because this apartment is just very stressful and these landlords are very stressful. And you know, just life is very stressful. And I was like kind of like losing it in my apartment. And so I just got into the car and I left. And I had some shopping to do anyways. I had some things to pick up. And then I just took the back roads and I just took off for a bit. And in the car, fucking scream bloody murder. Like I really did. Like I like to do that. I like to put the windows down and I just like to get it out. Like just scream it. I don't care who I'm screaming at. I don't care if I'm screaming at my dad, if I'm screaming at my fucking mom, if I'm, you know, bitching about something that's, you know, going on with my sister or something like that. I will just let it out because I know that if I hold on to it, it's ruining me. And if it's not a big enough deal to go and confront somebody about, it's just something that I have to let go, then I have to let go of it. The more you hold on to it, it's going to change the way you are with work. It's going to change your relationships. It's going to hold you back. Now you're going to start getting paranoid about the things you do because you're so angry and you don't know if you're going to take it out on somebody. Then go take it out in your car. You know, yell it to the wind. Get that shit out of you. Okay? Honestly, like it's life-changing. Look at that. Okay. Find your own way here with the Coast Guard. Okay. There's the marijuana card. Even if you want to you know, before bed, right? Just to get a better night's sleep. Fucking smoke a little bit of weed. Like, honestly, if you were a pothead before, you're not going to become a pothead now. Okay, you know you got to get up and go to work. You're better than that. Okay, a little toke at night isn't going to lead to 5 ounces a day. Okay, like, honestly, okay, if you work at it and you work hard, okay, I'm not going to keep remembering to do this for the life of me. If you work really hard, trust me, it's not going to turn out the way that it is. And there's the moon card, because somebody is a little like, oh, that's the sun. Nice. Okay, I thought it was the moon, but it's not. It's the sun. Thank God. Okay, because I was like, somebody's a little still illusioned about this, but with the sun comes out to let you know. It just blessed this whole reading. So maybe somebody just needs to know that they have control of their life. It's not the devil that's driving your car anymore, okay? You got your license, you got your car on the road, you got your keys. It ain't anybody else driving. You're driving, okay? There's Mothman prophecies and justice. And they're kind of both in reverse. So I'm almost feeling like there is no misjustice prophecy in the future. Okay, like whatever it is, it's not going to take your life. I really don't think it is. Like, I really would not be saying, you know, it's after such a stressful day sometimes too. Like, I'm like, man, it would be nice just to like have even Bailey's on ice. Okay, even just a little liqueur, you know, just that little burn and just, you know, and just shut down. Leave your troubles behind and then go to bed. No one's asking you to drink a 26er, okay? Just, it's not going to go that way. It's just going to be like, one drink, done. And then you're like, man, you probably won't even do it for a couple more days or another couple more weeks. Like, what, did I have a drink the other day? I didn't even finish it. I had a little Grand Marnier with some Brio, which tasted like a rum and Coke. I don't ask. It tastes like a spiced rum and Coke. And I drank half of it, and that was it. I put the other half on the altar. I gave it to the spirits, the spirit of spirits to the spirit. And I was like, I am done with that drink. Like, and I was like, I couldn't feel my legs. I wasn't drunk, but the alcohol, you know, that little bit of Grand Marnier made it into my legs somehow. It took all my pain away from running around on fibromyalgia and scoliosis, okay? And I could just relax. And I'm like, man, this is nice. I didn't even do that back in the day. I would like crank a fucking beer. I don't even like beer, okay? Now it's like, I'll sip a little something in the bath and fucking go to bed. Okay, like, ain't going out. I don't even care if it's 7 o'clock. I'm not going out. Okay, so it's like a completely different energy. And like, maybe that's why the sun is here. There's witch. I do feel like, what is this witch card? It's in reverse. I do feel like, because the witchcraft is there, and then the witch is here, and the devil is here, so I almost kind of feel like someone's definitely losing their power over you. It's reversing. So you're gaining back your power from a source that was stealing your power. That's why I'm like, man, somebody is in a way better position than what they think. But it's good that you're questioning it, because you're scared that you're going to lose something. So there's something in your life worth living and worth sticking around for. So that's why it's like, you know, I think you can indulge in a simple pleasure or two. But that's up to you. You know what I mean? There's loser. Why would you give us loser? Oh, maybe because I put it on top of the witch. Copycat. See, the witch is a loser. The witch is going to lose on this. Okay? The witch that's working with the devil to hurt you in some way and watch you, they're copying you. I don't know. I do feel like somebody's definitely envious of you. Again, it could be the fucking devil. The big Cancer in reverse. They can't. Oh, man. I don't know. Someone's got to stop giving the devil credit because, like, I mean, he can't do shit to you. He can't. He can't get into you. He can't grow inside of you. He can copy you all he wants, but he can't be you. And he's getting people pretty fucking obsessed with you and obsessed to the point, like, you know, it's funny. People are going to be getting angry around you because they're being told that they can be you and they can't. And they're being told by the devil. Oh, God. Oh, man, you work so hard. 8 hours a day. There's Monster and Poison in reverse. Somebody's been working really fucking hard. Okay, like 8 hours a day. Trying to poison you. Trying to get you to fucking suck the devil's dick again, man. And it's just not going to happen. So let them keep wishing, and the more they wish for you to slip and fall and land on the devil's dick, it's not going to happen. And the more that they wish for it to happen to you, the more they're going to trip, fall, and land on his dick. And then they're going to have to keep jumping up and down because the devil ain't going to let them go now. Okay, so there's obviously a new path. Okay, that is incoming. And it's Mars energy. It is aggressive. And maybe that's just to show you need to be aggressive with this. You need to, like I said, take life by the horns. Go for something. Don't be scared about it. There's Ghost. Weren't we saying chasing ghosts? Didn't we start with that, chasing ghosts? There's the Ghost. It's like the past is the past, man. Leave it where it lays. Move on with your life. If it makes sense. All right. I don't think I know anybody in the chat, but what up? Guess who? Ha! For some reason, I feel like you've been here before. I do not think I'm going to be on here for much longer. It's just kind of a quick energy. Jesus Christ, I've already been live for 43 minutes. How is that even possible? Okay. Time is funny. All right. We're going to do one more reading. And then I'm going to kick it. All right, take where it resonates and discard the rest. J.K. Levin, what's going on? I know you. Sorry, I didn't see your hello yesterday, but I saw it when I rewatched it today. I can't see the phone very well during the day because I keep the darkness so high. Okay. Karmic relationship. All right, here we go. Take what resonates. Fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, letting go and loving you. Hand of cards. Take a chance. Not showing your hand. Okay. So with this double snake, what the fuck? Wedding ring and then engagement? What the? Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have girl with the snake and then the snake. Competition, the other woman. Empath, narcissist. What the fuck is this? I feel like there's somebody around you that's married and they want to, I almost feel like they want to come in and take somebody's spouse. It's almost like the analogy would be there's somebody that's interested in you and somebody that you know, I don't even know if you know them. But I feel like somebody likes you and they tell somebody and somebody gets word that they like you and this person likes them. So they're like, what? They like so-and-so? Well, I like them. So they do something, so then they sabotage you, so then the person doesn't go towards you. But the thing is that this person won't even go for them. Oh, this is really weird. I know this seems really weird, okay? It's hard to explain because, like, I can see my head and there's just all these characters and like, all I can see is that somebody, it's almost like a guy is interested in a girl and he tells his friend about it and his friend has a girlfriend and tells the friend and then she, and then she gets mad that this guy likes you. So then she sabotages it, obviously, because heaven forbid, this guy go for somebody he really wants. I don't know. There's a lot of people in my head. Like there's like 4 or 5 people playing out some type of very weird scenario in my head right now. And like, it's very drama. Like there's a lot of drama. It's a lot of drama from like this 4th party woman. I don't know who the fuck she is. She's coming up as the snake. She's definitely karmic. She definitely knows you. She knows the person that this guy likes. Okay. And I don't know if she knows them personally, but she knows of them. Like she's very well aware that this guy likes this specific girl. and this is just the analogy. I don't really fucking know how it's playing out, but this is just the I have to say it some way because this is very confusing in my head. And I'm like losing my breath to try to explain it. Like, so, and like this, okay, it seems like there's the main characters. There's the guy who likes the girl, and then there's the guy's friend who we're going to call number 3. And then there's the girl that the guy's friend tells, which is number 4. And she's the one that's now going to attack number 1, the girl, because she wants number 2. Number 3 doesn't know that, or I don't think number 3 would have told number 4 if he knew number 4 was going to end up sabotaging number 1. I really hope that makes sense. Happy birthday, JK. Okay? I hope that makes sense. And the whole situation is number 1, okay, has to tell number 2 how he feels. Okay? The moment he does that, okay, there's something that happens because he finally gets what he wants. And it becomes like a huge yin and yang thing. Like, I don't know if these people were like meant to be together. And that's why number 4 wants to ruin it so bad, because she's just a narcissist. She's just being used and played by the devil. Okay. But once number 2 really realizes he wants to be with number 1, there becomes a duality. Like, they become a unit. Number 1 and number 2 become a unit. And there's nothing that number 4 can do about it. But I feel like number 4 played with number 2 and fucked with his head and did say something about number 1. But it doesn't necessarily believe that number 2 really believes number 4. Okay? Honestly. Okay, just because this bitch can say some shit about another bitch doesn't fucking mean that it's true. Okay, so number 2 really has to get in his energy to do what he has to do and not let this snake, aka number 4, get involved. Because if you want to do something, okay, and you've got somebody chirping in the background, okay, trying to fuck with you, don't listen to that person. Stay on track. It's the same as like the first reading. Don't go off the cedar trail to go, explore oaks and some third-party bullshit. Okay, stay on your path. Stay with what you like and with what you want to do, because there's a lot of fuckery energy going on. Okay, there's a lot of lies. I'm even catching something lying to me. And I'm very connected, I trust my guides. I trust, the things that I get told, but there's something trying to tap in. Okay, there's something trying to say something, okay, but I'm not listening to it because I don't give a fuck. As of right now, I am not too far planning the future. I'm basically just going day by day at this point in time. I'm not trying to make any plans for the future because I have no fucking idea what's going to happen. So I'm not trying to plan something. I'm a little skeptic at the whole thing right now. So there's a huge period of my life that's just, it's going to play out how it plays out. And I'm not going to play, this is how it should go, or this is how I want it to go. It's more or less, I've made this move, and I'm going to see what the universe does, right? I've held this card and this card. I've pulled this move. I've played that card. I've swiped that card. Now I need somebody to show me what's going to happen. Okay, and that's kind of where number 2 is at. He needs to see what is going to happen now, but by making his moves. Okay, somebody, definitely I feel like number 2 has not been necessarily doing what they should be doing. Okay, they're kind of fucking around, but they do like you. And I feel like you're number 1. Okay, number 1. Again, it's just an analogy. I'm glad Spirit said break them down to people as a number 1 and number 2. It was getting really chaotic in my head. I couldn't understand how many people I was seeing. Oh my God, because I feel like number 4, I feel like I don't know if she has fake hair or like she wears different wigs or she changes her hair all the time or something like that, because like I saw her with like what I feel like is orange hair, and then I feel like it was blonde, and then it was short, and then I think it was long, and I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? But she's just changing her hair. It's the same person. So number 4 was really fucking with my head. So that's why I couldn't understand how many people were up there. But there's only 4 people. And in this mind, in number 2's mind, there's only 1 and 2. He shouldn't even talk to 3 or 4 about anything. Okay, in his mind, there's only you. Okay, so heart with a key, like, and they're not going to run away this time. So there's, the clock is there. They definitely needed some time, and something is progressing. Okay, and I don't even feel like you have to like, if you're number 1, I don't even think you have to seduce number 2. I don't even think you have to do anything at this point. Like, I feel like they know what they want, and you're a healthy choice for them. Okay, so obviously number 4 is very toxic. Okay, and number 3, to run in his mouth like that to number 4, I don't know. I'm just like, number 2, he, needs to be making better choices for himself. And I think he's going to do that. And I think the healthy choice is you, AKA number 1. Look, I just cut the deck to Love Call. And I've got this song Motivation in my head by Lil Wayne and Kelly Rowland. Oh man, baby, I'ma be a motivation. Okay, I feel like someone's gonna have sex soon. All right, it's gonna be good sex because it's the yin and yang, and like sex is just the analogy. People, get your heads out of the gutter. Okay, could be something that you become really passionate about, something that you get really involved with, that you get really, or it really could be good sex. Okay, don't knock it until you try it. Okay, there's Coffin. I gotta be careful. There's flames. Jesus, Whitney, keep your hair back. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, and liberation. Liberation, people. AKA libido liberation. Baby, I'ma be your motivation. All right, let's wrap this up. There's the runner in reverse. Healthy choices. Keys on a ring. And then the boat. Okay, so something is progressing. Okay, it is progressing. And I believe that number 2 has to make a decision to stop possibly stringing number 1 along. Or number 4. I don't know if number 4 is an X or something like that, but there's definitely like someone's got to stop messing around. Okay. Possibly like stop messing around thinking that you're not good enough or thinking that you don't deserve this or thinking that, because it could just be all number 4 fucking with you and saying you're not good enough, saying they're just going to string you along. They're going to use you. Maybe that's what fucking number 4 is saying to number 2. They're calling you a fucking whore, basically. All right. That's bullshit. Okay. Because you're the healthiest choice for them. You are not a whore. Your motivation. Okay, if they're like overweight, you're gonna like, what up, beautiful, divine, and welcome back, right? If they're like a little overweight, by the time they're done with you, they're gonna have a 6-pack. Okay, let me be your motivation. All right. I like that taste of sugar. Yeah, that's sweet and low. She go green like. I love Lil Wayne, but except I don't. But anyways, why am I still shuffling? I wasn't supposed to shuffle anymore. Hammer. Yeah, see? Okay, so someone's working on it. Okay, they are. They're persistently working on maybe not being a whore anymore. I don't know. Maybe number 2 is a little bit of a whore. Okay, I don't know. There's girl talk. Living in the moment and having fun. Okay, so maybe, I don't know, maybe this person, whatever this is, I feel like I said, I feel like it's going to be a good decision. I do. Like, it's the yin and yang, and that's a good connection. Like, it's literally the yin yang. Like, damn it. That's stupid. right? You know what a yin-yang looks like, people, right? One yings and one yangs. That's this relationship. I mean, it's great. Look at I like you stayed on the bottom of the deck. So somebody really likes you. Okay, number 2 really likes number 1. Why am I still shuffling? Separation and seduction. See, okay, so there definitely is a third-party interference. Like I believe, oh, what can I use now? All right, let's use my dragon's head, okay? So, oh God, I got another candle in there. All right, so see, now we got seduction. See that bitch on the desk there? I think that's number 4. Okay, I think she's sitting on number 2's desk, and she's trying to, you know, sweeten him up and butter him up and get him to like her. And I don't think he's going to do it. He's out. Yeah, that's outdated thinking. Number 4 is outdated thinking. So I do think that number 4 possibly is like their ex-girlfriend or like their ex-lover or their ex-friend or something like that. Okay, so they're not like they're not coming from a good place. They love that person, so they're doing things a kind of bias. Okay, so just be careful if this makes sense, and if it doesn't. That was a really fast reading. Why is it that the first reading takes 48 minutes to come through and then the second reading is 20 minutes? Honestly, it happens every time. It's like the first reading is the most powerful one. It's the reason why we are all here. Okay, I think I have time to do one more. Maybe I might be a motivation. Yeah, I can do one more. I have really been connecting to 4-leaf clovers. There's a 4-leaf clover in this thing. I carry it around with me everywhere. I feel the luck of the Irish with me. I keep kissing it. Luck of the Irish. Luck of the Irish. Okay. One last reading. What are we going to do? There is a hair attached to me. What's this deck? Seven of Pentacles came out first. The Gremlins. Getting into the gear shifts. Getting into the gears. Oh, working hard. There's Judgment. Cerberus with the 3-headed dog. 10 of Pentacles with the Minotaur. That's the Taurus energy. You know Manitars. They're fucking huge. 9 of Swords. Okay. It almost feels like somebody's a little bit worried about their 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so with the 7 of Pentacles and Judgment, it's like somebody is, you know, the reason why Cerberus is there is because there's a lot of energies, like Cerberus is protecting Heaven's Gates. So then nobody else can get in except those who are invited. He's protecting gates. Okay, so the Seven of Pentacles, somebody, a team, the Gremlins would be a team working together to create something, which is the Seven of Pentacles, right? It's usually the tree with the fruit on it, right? It's like something is growing, okay? It shows the fruits of your labor are creating something. So if you have been working really hard at protecting something or making sure that somebody doesn't get in and take something or fuck with your Ten of Pentacles in some way, I really feel like you don't have to be worried about it anymore. Like, Cerberus is on it. Like, nobody is getting through that isn't allowed to get through, right? Like, he's going, somebody, I don't know, maybe this is there's Justice on the bottom. There's the King of Pentacles with Leprechaun. Somebody in the Two of Pentacles, somebody could be trying to take your money in some realm, but you're locking it up. Okay. It's the analogy of it. So it could just be the theme of money. You know, you're trying to lock it up. You're trying to keep it safe. Because there's the sun. Yeah. You need this money. It's going to help you. Okay. So there's an energy that wants to steal from your bank. Okay. Whatever it is. Financials. They want your financials. Past, present, future. They're a leprechaun. They want your money. Okay. They just don't know how to target it per se. So they're waiting at the bank, you know, for you to show up and then follow you in and, I don't know, rob you or something. They don't understand that there's security at the bank. Okay. And you worked really hard to get the security because you want to keep your money. Your money is your money. Okay. You're not just going to let somebody take it, but they're confused about it and they're worried that they can't get your money. And maybe because you have been so worried and so stressed out, you made this move for your money because you were so worried about it. Because you don't want to have to start again. If they get this money, it's going to fuck somebody and they're not going to have it anymore, which means they're going to have to start again. And they don't want to start again. They've already started again. This is like somebody that's already been homeless. They've already been broke. They've already been on the streets and they work their way out of it. They're not going to go back again. So they choose to lock their shit up differently now than what they did in the past where somebody got in and stole it. Somebody today pointed out Nessie. They're like, is that Nessie? I'm like, yeah, how did you know? Like, I always think people are just going to think it's a snake, but it's Nessie. And Nessie just showed up with the Hermit. Okay. So, there's Shaman here, Knight of Swords. They might have talked to somebody at the bank that worked there and they thought that they could do an inside job. Like, now I'm getting inside job. It's not a movie where he robs the bank, but then he stays in the bank with the money, right? It's like that. Like, somebody was hoping that they could make their way into the bank and speak to the manager and get your account info. And I don't really know who they got that information from, but they were lied to. You can't just go into a bank and ask for somebody's financial records. Like, what the fuck? But if they talk to the manager and they try to bribe the manager, then they're going to think that somebody's going to give them information. And from the looks of it, nobody gave them any information. So they couldn't I don't know, maybe they were going to try to use your financial state against you in some way. I don't know, maybe you got bad credit or something. Maybe they were going to try to use it against you. Go in, creep your files. I do think that, like, with Nessie, he's big Nessie, and then there's this little tiny guy in a boat. I feel like it's possible that when they walked in, they were a very small person on a very small boat compared to this other person that they were dealing with. Like, they didn't quite think that somebody was going to be a good person, like maybe they just thought, well, I've got money, I can just do whatever I want. I'll just offer them something and they'll just tell me whatever I want. Like, this isn't the movies. Okay. This isn't the movies. All right. Like, you're not just going to get a blowjob in the back and then the manager is going to fucking show you everything. Like, that's not the way that this shit works. There's the 7 of Wands. Okay. So 7-7 now. And then the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, I love that, because that means that you are very much willing to defend this Ace of Pentacles. And like, that's what you put in the bank, is the Ace of Pentacles. You planted it and then you put it in the bank so it could grow. Okay. And it's protected. Cerberus is protecting it. He's a 3-headed fucking dog. You ever watch Harry Potter? Okay. Philosopher's Stone. That's Cerberus, that big 3-headed dog. AKA Cerberus. Okay, that's his name. He's a deity. Ooh, there's the necromancer. The person who raises dead souls from the dead. That's not a good idea. Conjuring souls. I don't know if that's like an analogy of they're trying to conjure your money from the grave, from the bank. I don't know how they'd be able to do that, but Knight of Wands in reverse. 3 of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. 6 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so 8 of Wands in reverse. Wow, suddenly it's just like everything is coming in reverse all of a sudden. The Fool in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. Okay, the only 2 things that didn't come up in reverse are the King and Queen of Cups. Fuck you. That's ridiculous. Like, I feel like this person can't, it's not going to go the way that they wanted. The 8 of Wands is in reverse. Something is just going to stop. And no matter how many times they try to raise it, it's not going to get there. It's not going to happen. Somebody in your past is trying to get your money. Fool in reverse, though, they don't get very far. If anywhere at all. Headless Horseman, they get, it's almost as if they do try to steal your money or get into this safe and get behind these gates, whatever it is, if they do, what I saw instantly was, I forget what movie it is, but these guys rob a bank and the fucking dye bag is in it. I feel like it was this like neo-Nazi movie I just watched the other day. It's got that guy in it from is Norman Bates. Whoopsies. And yeah, Norman Bates. He's like older. He's the leader of the neo-Nazi group. And I think Russell Crowe is in it. Oh, Jude Law. Jude Law is in it. I forget what this movie's called. It was great. It was a good movie. It was long, but it was a good movie. Why did Norman Bates just come into my head? Why did that movie just come into my head? Wow. I don't know. Maybe somebody needs to watch a neo-Nazi movie. I don't know. I don't know why that just came into my head because, like, I completely forgot why it was just there. Like, I could see him. I could see him in the movie. I could see Jude Law and his giant mustache. I just don't know why they're showing me that movie. I don't even know what it's fucking called. But anyways, I don't know. Look it up. Jude Law and Norman Bates. They're in a movie, and it's a pretty good movie. I don't know. Oh, is it because they go? Oh, yeah. They rob the bank, and the dye bags go off. Yeah, the dye bags go off. So even if these people robbed you in some way or came and took something, the dye bags go off. And that's where insurance kicks in. Like, this money, in the analogy, this money is insured. Okay, so therefore, they put the dye bags in to destroy the money, and you just get it back anyways. Something like that. So, I don't know. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Obviously, J.K. Lovin is calling it facts. So awesome. Can I get on your list? What does that mean? Get on what list? My hit list? Oh, I just heard diabolical. I don't know why. Do you want to get on my fans list? I don't have a list. I don't have any lists. I do make Dollarama lists because I can never remember what I need at the dollar store. I'm cheap and I won't go to the real stores. Other than that, I don't really have lists. So, oh, Sarah. Oh, that's really weird because you look exactly like a Sarah that is already on here. But it says you just joined, so. Your son says diabolical all the time, and I never say that word. Not quite sure what it means. Diabolical is just mean like something is incredibly amazing. I don't really know what that word means, but I never use it. So clearly that was for you, JK. I mean, you said facts. You're the only one that said facts. So that was, you see how spirit works? Like I said, I never say that word. Yeah, Sarah Hussein? Oh, okay. You haven't catch me. Okay. I was like, didn't you just, oh yeah, I did get your message the other day. I didn't really understand it, but right on the money, girl. I'm glad it makes sense to you. Okay. So it's like 11:30. Yeah. Oh my God, 2333 right now, 333. We be getting these triple numbers on the channel. It's blowing my mind. I'm going to stop yelling in my apartment now and continue with my night. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you for liking the video, and thank you for being here. And I will be back probably in like 12 hours or so. I'm going to get a little sleep and watch a little TV, smoke a little weed, and then I'll be back after I have a little nap. And then Friday fun day. All right. Peace out, everybody. Make sure you hit the notification button because I don't know what time I'll be live, but I will be live soon. Okay. Peace out. Yeah, you're a little late, Sarah. Sorry, but it's a good reading, so watch it. All right. Peace, everybody.